Unfiltered Podcast by Grace. Nick Siri seasonal movie When Attention Becomes Deadly. Episode 1 The Look That Never Happened. The danger of imagined attention. Naomi Pierce believed she could read men like open books. She believed Jordan Hale was silently watching her, wanting her, choosing her. But the truth, Jordan wasn't even thinking about her at all. A crowded lounge. Naomi whispering to her friend, "Watch, he's going to look at me any second." Her friend, "Naomi, he's literally holding his wife's hand." Narrative. Naomi waited and waited, but Jordan never looked her way, not once. Myra noticed Naomi staring, but instead of reacting, she smiled kindly, as if she already knew the truth Naomi refuses to face. Episode 2 The Fantasy She Built. Entitlement disguised as confidence. Narrator. Naomi convinced herself Jordan was only pretending not to notice. She built a fantasy where she was irresistible, untouchable, chosen. Naomi's apartment. Andre, you didn't hear a word I said, did you? Naomi, I'm just thinking. Andre didn't know she was thinking about another man, a man who didn't even know she exists. Naomi posts a picture online hoping Jordan would see it, but the only like she get is from Andre. Episode 3 The Attempt. When disrespect becomes self-destruction. A clarity event. Naomi approaching Jordan. "Hey, Jordan, right?" Jordan politely distanced. "Yes. And you are?" Narrative. He didn't even remember her face. Naomi forced a laugh. "We seen each other around." Jordan said, well, excuse me. I need to get back to Marie." The narrator. He walked away without hesitation. Naomi stood there alone, heat arising in her cheeks. Myra saw the entire interaction, and instead of anger, she felt compassionate. Episode 4 The Mirror Breaks. The humiliation that led to awakening. Naomi in the restroom staring at her reflection. Naomi, why didn't he want me? Narrative. Because he wasn't hers to want. Because she was chasing validation instead of love. Mari enters. "You don't have to do this to yourself." Naomi startlingly. Do what? Mari. "Believe you're only valuable if someone chooses you." Myra wasn't mocking her. She was speaking from a place Naomi has never visited, self-respect. Naomi breaks down, not because of joy, but because Myra saw right through her. Episode 5 The Choice. The freedom of deciding your own worth. Narrative. Naomi left the bedroom transformed, not because Jordan suddenly wanted her, not because Andre finally noticed, but because she finally noticed herself. Naomi's apartment later that night. Naomi, "Andre, we need to talk." Andre said, "I know. You haven't been here for months." Narrative. And instead of defending herself, instead of lying, Naomi told the truth, all of it. Andre listened. He didn't stay, but he understood, and for the first time, Naomi understood too. Dark romance. Okay, how they met. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's get into season 2. Naomi's obsession started fantasy, but Mara seen it in a womb, not seduction. Attention is not love, and fantasy is not consent. Season 2, Children and Broken Truth. Myra discovers Jordan secretly had 2 children, J.K. and Lila, with ex-girlfriend Bellaria. Myra and Jordan had no children but deeply wanted them, making the betrayal cut even deeper. Bellaria threatened Jordan, file for divorce, or she will block all access to his children. Jordan and Myra late night in the kitchen. Jordan shakily. Bellaria threatened me, Myra. She said that if I don't leave you, she'll make sure I'll never see KJ and Leah again. Myra, you shouldn't have told me sooner. Secrets is how fear controls us. Family courtroom parking lot, morning rain. Myra, Bellaria threatened custody to control Jordan. It's not love, it's a weapon. Bellaria, I protected my children alone for years. I don't owe either of you mercy. Myra, then stop making them pay for your adult revenge. He can fight in court, but we won't poison those kids. A parallel family secret emerges. 2 teenagers in Naomi's extended family learn they were fathered by a mother and another man, and they still do not know who their biological father or mother is. Hidden parenthood does not protect children. It teaches them to live in confusion. Season 3, Blackmail in the Past. Damien blackmails Jordan with evidence from years earlier. Jordan helped bury a financial fraud caused ties to Andre's old office account. Pyra enters as a third party, offering Jordan help while secretly feeding Damon information. Myra started documenting her dreams as clients' prediction in her psychic business. Several possible details come true, and her sessions go viral, bringing sudden promotion status and money. Jordan does not believe in Myra's gift. He calls it coincidence, and the disbelief creates distance, resentment, and emotional coldness in their marriage. Naomi begins therapy with Dr. Voss. Her foster parents' abuse history is revealed as the root of her obsession with being chosen and seen. Myra meets Lucien Cross, a discreet spiritual consultant with the same gift of vision through dreams. He confirms details Myra has never told anyone or anybody. And she realized she is not imagining her calling. Trauma explains behavior, but it does not excuse the harm done to others. Season 4, The Office Shooting. A violent office shooting kills Andre during a confrontation day linked to a blackmail foul. Detective Vega finds signs that shooting was not random. Someone leaked office schedules and security blind spots. Myra's dream Naomi standing outside Andre's office before the shooting, whispering into a burner phone and handing over a key card to a masked man. Myra takes the dream details to detective immediately, but without video prints or location data, Vega says there is not enough hard evidence to charge Naomi. Anonymous tip meeting underground parking garage. Madeline Shaw. I track payments for the Veil Circle group. Naomi funded burner phones and ghost key cards months before the shooting. Detective Vega, if your ledger is real, this moves Naomi's from suspicion to conspiracy. Andre, old office evidence lockup review. Myra asks to see the key card logs one more time and notice a maintenance badge cloned at 2:11 a.m. The exact timestamp from her dream. Detective Vega. This clone ID routes to a shell account paid through a DeVille Circle Front group. That's physical lineage, not intuition. Myra, I brought you a warning first, now I brought you proof. During the same investigation, Myra shares a dream map with Detective Vega that leads police to a warehouse connected to a criminal missing person case. The victim is found alive, and Myra's reputation shifts from rumors to undeniable force. Night stakeout outside an abandoned warehouse. Myra. The red door, second floor. I saw her ring tapping against a pipe. Detective Vega. If this is right, you just gave us what 6 weeks of warrants couldn't. Narrative. 3 minutes later, officer breached the unit and found the missing woman alive, shaking and whispering Myra description words for words. Jordan, you guess. That's all this is. You guess. Myra, no, Jordan, I saw her. The same way I saw what comes next for you. Hospital interview room 1 hour later. Detective Vega. You're safe. Now, did you hear any names while they moved you? Rescue woman. One name, I overheard a name, Andre. And I didn't know what Andre mean. They kept saying Andre has to be silent before he talk. The room went still. The missing person cause was never separate. It was a rehearsal for the shooting. Andre knew who was behind this. Detective Vega recovers one deleted voice note from Andre's phone. A distorted voice says, if Jordan's talk, finish what we started. The sender ID is saved under one name, the letter M. Vega traces burner calls to a secret cult network Naomi joined years ago, known the Veil Circle Group. The voice note operation and Andre's shooting were set up through that group under Naomi's directions. Alternative route, a false setup. Evidence points to Myra at first. Her appointment calendar appears on Andre's phone, and a payment from her business account is flagged. Later, Detective Vega uncovers it was planted to frame her and destroy Jordan's trust in her gifts. The new villain, M, is revealed as Malik Mercer, a silent investor tied to Damon. Malik failed and funded the blackmail network, ordered the warehouse abduction, and signed off on Andre's hit to keep the child ledger buried. Jordan learns Andre has prepared a will hours before his death, naming Will Carver as the executor and leaving coded notes about the child's secret ledger. Secrets are fed in the dark, eventually choose their own violent ending. Season 5, Money, Greed, and Lust. Will wins substantially money and becomes reckless funding side deals that pulls the entire circle into greed and desire. Pyro manipulates romantic and sexual relationship as ledgered, creating layered betrayal across business and home. Counselor Renee uncovers the multiple private affairs were arranged to pressure divorce and custody outcomes. Money applies characters in chapter, it does not repair it. Season 6, Obsession Reward and Rewired. Naomi appears recovered, then forms a new fraction on controlling the narrative around Andre death and Jordan custody fight. Dr. Voss revealed Naomi's progress was partly performative. She was shaping therapy language to look healed while staying emotional dependent on crisis. Naomi returns to her stalking pattern, tracking Maria's clients, Jordan's movement, and Detective Vega's case scheduled to punish everyone she blamed for her collapse. Myra tells Jordan a vision she saw about him. She saw him in a dim office burning old files while someone recorded him from the hallway before Andre's death. She said if he keeps lying, the vision ends with him alone and handcuffed. Jordan explodes, accusing Myra of using psychic stories to control him, but his panic reveals she described details no one else should know. Myra receives proof that Jordan hid contracts with Bellareal and Damien long after promising full honesty. Disrespecting someone's gift can be another form of dishonesty. Truth still surfaces whether believe it or not. Bloodlines and consequences. Season 7. Detective Vega decodes Andre's ledger and exposes every child paternity cover-up, every custody threat, and every payout tied to silence. Evidence confirmed Naomi used the Veil Circle group to recruit intermediaries, arrange surveillance, and stage the path that led to Andre's shooting. The final betrayal. Jordan confesses that he keeps key facts from Myra to protect her image, not his family. They're separate briefly, then rebuilds through truth, counseling, and accountability. Mental health arrest. After threatened messages and repeated stalking incidents, Naomi is arrested and transferred to a secure mental health unit for evaluation. Naomi attempts to escape twice, then succeeds during a staged power outage, leaving behind patients' file marked with Jordan's and Myra's name. Naomi vanished after escape, but she is captured months later through financial trails tied to the Veil Circle group. The most wanted. Authorities are searching for Naomi Pierce, age 33. Last seen leaving Northgate Behavior Unit during a facility-wide outage. She is considered emotionally unstable, highly manipulative, and deeply familiar with Jordan Hale and Marie Ellis. Detective Vegas doing a brief press description of her. If you see Naomi, do not approach her. Call our tip line immediately. This is no longer just a missing person event. This is an active threatened pattern. One woman missing, 2 names on her file, and 1 promise she made before she disappeared. If I lose everything, they lose peace. Final ending. They stayed married. Jordan and Mari stayed married, renewed their vows privately, and welcomed 2 children after years of heartbreak and healing. Bellareal, after court meditation and mediation and co-parent counseling, Bellareal stopped threatening Jordan and agrees to stable custody plan focused on KJ and Leo's well-being. Naomi, prosecutors secured a conviction for Andre's death, conspiracy, and witness tampering. Naomi receives a long sentence in a secure state facility. Myra is recruited as a FBI special investigation consult for difficult missing person and violent crime cases where pattern insight breaks deadlocks. The moral of this series is obsession promises power, but truth outlives manipulation. Love without honesty becomes possession, and possession always turns deadly. If feeling is not permission, obsession becomes deadly. You have watched and listened to the podcast I Feel the Truth by Gracie, the scene of this new series called Obsession Becomes Deadly.